This is the 2016 Toyota 4Runner Limited. If you're looking for a pre-owned option from Haley Toyota's stacked lineup of certified used vehicles, then this sleek SUV might be the vehicle for you. The 4Runner Limited is equipped with a navigation system, backup camera, heated front seats, and even heated mirrors to keep you moving safely and in comfort during these cold winter months. Whether you're jamming out to Sirius XM radio or your Bluetooth connected device, the 4Runner Limited has an excellent set of premium JBL speakers. With a folding rear seat row and multiple power outlets, this 4Runner is an awesome car to hook your generator up to at your next outdoor event. The best part is that you're also covered by Toyota's certified used car warranties. Today, we're taking Matt O'Day for a drive. The 5'11" defenseman is in his second season with the Dawgs, and the Illinois native leads all defensemen in the SPHL with 12 goals this season, while ranking third among all players with a +23 plus-minus rating on the ice. Matt, how's it going, my man?
Good, how are you?
Doing well? I'm Mitch Stewart, and this is Driving with the Dawgs. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Ready for a little joyride here?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Get you buckled in?
Yep.
You're back to the team after being here in 2019, 2020.
Yep.
Of course, the COVID year away last year, but what brought you back to Roanoke for another season this year?
Definitely how they treat the players. The boosters in this league are pretty unmatchable. Just like how they treat us after the games and in between games and stuff like that. They're really easy to talk to. Obviously the coaching, I think Brems is probably the most prepared coach in the league. He's tough sometimes, but you know, we need that. And yeah, I would say those are probably the two major things. Obviously weather's a good factor and stuff like that, but yeah, just the experience here and stuff like that. Team's great.
What's it like living with Jesse this season?
Oh, Jesse's unbelievable. He's probably the best cook I've ever come across in hockey. So
no kidding.
Yeah. Normally I'm cooking for my roommates, and it's definitely been a nice change of pace having him cook dinner every night. So
he's the youngest guy on the team.
I know. Oh, he's ridiculous in the kitchen, man. He whips it up for sure.
You had a bit of a migration down to Columbus, Georgia last year with the River Dragons. I was joking with Brand about this a couple weeks ago. You guys should have just changed the name to like the Rail Yard Dragons or the River Dogs.
Yeah.
It was you, Brant Sherwood, Mac Jansen, CJ Stubbs, Wojtek, and Let's Go all down there in the FPHL last year, and you guys actually won the Ignite Cup Championship, the league title. What was that experience like for you being on that championship side with a few familiar faces? Oh,
it was unbelievable. I mean, obviously everybody's answer is going to be the same. Like, you can't really match something like that. That's a group that definitely stays together for a long time. Like even to this day, obviously, you know, it was only a little bit ago, but we still are talking to the group chat and stuff like that. It still blows up every now and again. So, yeah, it was definitely special. It was a lot of fun. Obviously winning makes it better, but going down there with that group of guys was just unbelievable. It was a great locker room, great experience too. Jerome Bouchard, the coach down there, I have never had a coach like that before, so that was awesome. You know, get a little bit of a more laid-back approach, a kind of do what you want out there style, which was awesome. I think that our team did really well with that. We kind of ran with it, and yeah, obviously our season speaks for itself.
Well, now you have a large group that has won a championship within the last year coming back to the Dawgs, and you know, those 5 players I just mentioned, you guys are kind of part of that core leadership group for Roanoke. Do you think that it kind of brings any advantages to the table having just made that deep, memorable playoff run and heading into the second half of this year?
Yeah, obviously even before that our group was pretty close. We all got along like really well, but obviously winning that, it just made our close group even closer. And yeah, I think that it plays a huge role into this season, knowing that like we can win. We've done what it takes to win a championship, and to bring it up to the next level is something that I definitely think we can do here, and our locker room definitely believes in that.
You're kind of naturally a forward, but most of the time that you've been here in Roanoke, you've ended up back along the blue line playing defenseman. But I think Coach Bremner said a few weeks ago, if he asked you to put on the goalie equipment, you'd strap it right on.
Yeah.
He kind of just puts you everywhere. What do you think kind of led to that versatility once you got here to Roanoke, and does it kind of change your approach when, you know, you may start out the game at winger and then you end up kind of getting moved around a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit weird at first. I played defense a little bit growing up, but never played in college, so I took a nice 4-year break from that, and then I came here to Roanoke, and we had a couple injuries and stuff like that, so he was like, hey, like, you know, you mind dropping back there for me for a game? And the rest is kind of history. I played pretty well in that first one, and he asked me to stay back there, and obviously, you know, our injured guys stayed injured, so you know, I just went back there, did what he needed me to do, and yeah. As far as like him throwing me up at forward and dropping me back to D, you know, I'm always ready for whatever he needs me to do. I do enough film and stuff like that, and he coaches me enough to where I'm comfortable doing both ends, and I know what's going on both sides, so it's not too foreign to me.
Can you just kind of let us know then a little bit about your background and growing up and getting your start into hockey?
Yeah, so my very first start into hockey was playing roller hockey in the cul-de-sac against all my older cousins and older brother. And obviously, you know, you see them skate and stuff like that, and I thought it was so cool because I couldn't skate at the time, and that was something I really wanted to learn. And like, not like anybody in my family was too big into hockey, but it was big enough that I was just like, all right, this is going to be my thing, and I'm going to run with it. So after I learned how to skate on rollerblades, because my parents didn't want to put me into learn to skate, they were like, no, you're going to do this first. So I did that, and then after that I went and actually did a learn to skate, and I went out there and I kept on skating away from all my instructors because I wanted to go do the other drills. So I was that kid that they had to deal with. So yeah, I feel sorry for them, but yeah, that happened. And then from there I just went and played house league for one season, and then they put me into a travel team, and then I just grew up playing for the Vikings. So.
Well, then you ended up at Concordia College to start your college career, and then transferred to Western New England, where you spent 3 seasons up in Springfield, Mass. What was it like kind of having that transition where you were transferring to a different program, a different school, and what was your experience like at Western New England?
It was interesting for sure. I definitely didn't like how many credits I lost on the transfer over, but you know, we made up for that with some winter courses and stuff like that. So still was able to graduate on time. But going over to Western New England was unbelievable. They made it so easy for me to come into that locker room and just mesh with the guys and get along with everybody. The coach there, he's no longer the coach, but when I was there, it was Greg Heffernan, and he was unbelievable. He was a coach that would kind of do it all. He would give us the systems, give us video, get everything cut apart for us to make sure that we could be the best that we could be. And also, he as much as he cared on the ice about our on-ice success, he cared even more about our off-ice success and what we were planning on doing after college if the professional route wasn't something that we wanted to go down. So yeah, it was pretty unbelievable both ways, and I know that the junior coach, or the junior team that he's coaching for right now, is very lucky to have him.
What did you end up majoring in school, and do you kind of have any plans or anything that's kind of you know, in the back of your mind for life after hockey that you might be interested in?
Yeah, so I majored in psychology because I knew that was something that I needed to get taken care of for my undergrad in order to become it's called a BCBA, so Board Certified Behavior Analyst. So I currently have to take some graduate school courses for that, but yeah, that was the route I'm planning on going down. So eventually I hope to be working with kids that are on the spectrum or have severe behavioral issues, all the way up to adults that need life skills and stuff like that. So
is there anything that maybe I didn't touch on that you kind of wanted to cover, or maybe just kind of a last message that you have to whoever is out there listening?
I think you nailed it all. Just go Dogs, you know?
Just go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.
Well, Matt, thank you so much again for kind of jumping in the car with me here today. You know, always a pleasure. You guys have been killing it out there on the ice, and definitely wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it.
I thought I'd be able to turn quicker.
Driving with the Dawgs is sponsored by Haley Toyota, the official ride of your rail yard dogs. Visit Haley Toyota online at HaleyHasItForLess.com and stay tuned for more episodes coming soon.